Hello guys, happy Tuesday. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning, bright and early, but the sun is shining. I think it's going to be a really pretty day. Let's do a little catch up before we get to the business that we're here for. Lots of interesting things happening. My green flag to start my orientation on Monday. It's a whole week of things to do. On Monday, from 9 to 4, it's online orientation. I can do it at home. On Tuesday, it's orientation from 8 to 11. And then after that, I go into the clinic for the rest of the afternoon. My manager and I already spoke about that. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I have to go into Euless, which is about 30, according to the map thingy, about 32 minutes away from me. I've never been there, but I ain't gonna lie, I already searched local thrift stores, and I know they have an HEB out there, I think, and I've always wanted to go to an actual HEB grocery store. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 9 to 4 is Epic training, and that's the program that the hospital uses. So I already know Epic, but because I've been gone longer than 6 months from the hospital, we need to retrain on it. I'm going to do the training, and then the next Monday is the official start date. More job front news. My big dude got his job in Virginia. He is super excited. Super excited about it. He doesn't really show emotion very often. He's not very demonstrative. Come on, get up here because you're meowing. It's driving me nuts. Come on. Okay, get comfy, okay? You're going to be here a while. Oh, you big baby. Get comfy. He let me know and was like trying to hide the excitement, and then he gives me all the details, you know, what the job title is and his responsibilities, and then all of a sudden he's like my little kid again. He's like, "Oh mom, I'm so excited." I'm like, "I know, I'm so excited for you guys. We are so grateful to God. We are so in awe. We are so like shocked and chagrined." Not shocked and chagrined, but just like, what? At the timing of it all. You've heard me talk about God's timing and all. It's just so crazy how everything is falling into place, and we're both just excited for all the good that's happening, and so grateful for it. And he leaves earlier in November than they had anticipated, and he's like, "I don't want you to feel like I'm running out on you, because November's his birthday and Thanksgiving, and he knows how I am about that, how traditional and sentimental I am about those things." But he explained why he wanted to leave earlier. I'm like, "Honey, spread your wings. There's no way I'm gonna make a big funk about you leaving when you have to leave. This is something you've wanted for years, and you got it, you know. So no, we're not going to block any blessings. I'm definitely not going to block any blessings. I had already felt like I was holding him back, even though he assured me no. And even though he agrees, you weren't holding me back. God was doing what he had to do. I'm like, that's true. But yeah, I'm not going to make him feel some kind of way for wanting to leave early and do what he has to do. So we're going to do his birthday / Thanksgiving early before he leaves. And then we'll have our celebration. We'll have our family time. And then he can head on out to start his new life. So there's that. So that's some good stuff. Did I tell you guys? I think I did, or I told it so many times that I think I told you guys. Did I tell you guys about that time my son and I were in this dining room talking, and we heard this horrific screech, and it turned out to be a baby German Shepherd, a tiny itty bitty puppy on my sidewalk? Did I tell you that story? Well, if I didn't, let me try and give you just like the notes. Small puppy outside screeching and hollering scared the neighbors so bad that she called the police. While me and Big Dude are out there tending to the puppy, the officer is next door with his flashlight shining, looking for whatever the heck was screeching. Bloody murder. So we talked to him, we explained to him, we heard the same thing. Turns out it's a puppy. He explains to us that he can take the doggy to the animal shelter. They will take intakes from police officers, even though they're closed to the public at 10:30 at night. So I walked the puppy around the corner to him, and I noticed that he immediately fell in love with this dog. He was baby talking it. "Don't worry, sweetie. We're going to get you some food. We're going to get you some water." And he assured me that the doggy was going to be safe. He was going to take it to intake at animal shelter, and that she was going to be fine. So the next day and for a few days after, I went on to the animal shelter website to see if they put the puppy's picture up for adoption, because that's what they do. You take an animal into intake, they give it their shots, they give it a deworming, and they take pictures and put them up for adoption. I never saw the puppy's picture, so I thought, I think maybe he kept the dog. Maybe he kept the dog. That was about a month ago. Well, Sunday night, I'm sitting here knee deep in Halloween costumery, and we hear a knock on the door. And if y'all are from the hood, or y'all have any kind of inkling, y'all have heard, why are you knocking like the popo? Why are you knocking like the police? Police have a very specific knock. You grew up in West Dallas, you learned that knock. It's kind of a bam, bam, bam. So it's around 10:15, 10:20 at night, and we hear the popo knock. And we get scared. We're rancheros, okay? We're country. We barely want to answer the door anyway, but you come knocking on the door at night, oh my gosh, right? You automatically think the worst. So I look through the window right here, and I see flashlights. I'm like, what the heck? It's the officer from a month ago, the puppy officer. So my big dude opens the door, and he's like, hi, I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you remember me? I was here about a month ago. So we go outside. We're like, He goes, y'all called because, your neighbor called because of a screeching sound. Yes, sir. Well, I just wanted to let y'all know that I adopted the puppy. I knew it. He's like, I adopted the puppy, and I've just been wondering if anybody had posted flyers, if you all had heard any talk about somebody missing the puppy. He goes, because he didn't want to keep a dog that somebody was looking for. He'd already, gotten attached to her. And we're like, well, no, nobody's posted anything. I haven't seen anything on the neighborhood app. The closest we came to thinking we might have known the owner was seeing a man maybe 2 weeks later walking a huge German Shepherd. And they were new to the area because we don't know that dog. I said, but that's the closest we've come to anybody that could have had a link to that dog. But nobody's posted anything. Nobody's asked anything. There's nothing on the neighborhood app. And he's like, okay, that's good. He goes, because it was bothering me that, somebody might be looking for it and I have their dog. And I'm like, no, I said, I was just so grateful. And I told him, I said, I'm so grateful she found a new home. I said, and I wondered, I said, I was telling my son that night that I had a feeling you were going to end up keeping that dog. I said, the way you were looking at her and talking to her, and mind you, this officer is young. They're so young. The new recruits that I'm seeing in the neighborhood, they're in their early 20s. So when you see this officer who has a position of, a potentially very dangerous position, be all soft and squishy over a puppy and still has a heart to care that somebody might have lost their dog at your door. As a mom, seeing this young man act that way, it just did something to me. I don't know what. But yeah, he was just like, I'm so sorry that I came so late, but his shift had just started, and it had been weighing on his mind. And it's funny because after he left, as we're walking in and he's walking away, I look into the living room and I see my decapitated body was sitting on the sofa because I had finished that for one of Little Dude's costume. My decap is sitting on the sofa with his bloody neck, right there, and I have fake weapons, knives, an axe, just right there. I'm like, if this officer had stumbled upon this house for any other reason other than looking for dog owners, little worm, I might have gotten in trouble. But you want to get down? I don't want to put you down, because if I put you down, you meow incessantly and you ruin my vibe. You distract me so horribly. You want to get down? You want to say hi to the peoples? Hello, peoples. Okay, we're gonna try it, okay? Because you're hot. You're like a hairy little hot water bottle. Yeah. But anywho, getting into this haul. This haul went from... let me tell you what happened. What happened was, this past Saturday, our friends treated us to lunch. We went out to Catalina's Halloween store in Oak Cliff. They hadn't had a chance to go. So it was their first time. Little Dude and I have been twice. And they wanted to go, and she was just like, it'll just be more fun if we're all together. So why don't we just come pick you up? And I said, okay, if y'all want to kidnap us, you can kidnap us. So we went to Catalina's, looked around. They got some stuff. Little Dude picked up some stuff. They're having sales. The closer it gets to Halloween, they're having sales. Little Dude got some things. treated us to burgers at Country Burger. Y'all know my favorite little hamburger joint in the hood. And then from there, we ended up at Thrift Town. And then from Thrift Town, they wanted to go to Goodwill. So we went to Goodwill. And it's funny because when I first met them and I think they first started realizing this chick is hardcore thrifting, I mentioned thrifting to them. Do you want to go to a thrift store? And at first she was kind of like non-interested. Like, I mean, I guess she wasn't really fond of thrift stores. She mentions that when she was younger, they had to shop at thrift stores, so she kind of feels some kind of way about it. So it wasn't a fun experience for her like it was for me. So we started going to thrift stores, and now she really likes it. I think that's funny. I said, yes, another team thrift. I've converted another. So we go to Goodwill, piddle farted around there. So it was a long Saturday, but it was a fun Saturday. Lots of shopping. Shopping that I didn't expect. I didn't expect to come back with another haul so soon. But I did pick up some things at Thrift Town. I did pick up some things at Goodwill. And then Sunday, little dude and I went to Knickknacks. He'd been wanting to go to Knickknacks. So we went and I picked up a couple things there. And then yesterday, Monday, he's like, I haven't gone Black Friday in a long time. It's $2 day at Black Friday. So we ended up going at Black Friday. We also ended up that Monday detouring back to West Side and going to the bins. Because Saturday with our friends, we had not gotten to the bins. We were getting pretty tired and we didn't make time for it. And little dude did not forget. So Monday while we were at Black Friday, it was still pretty early in the day. He's like, are you tired? And I'm like, and I know what's coming. I'm like, no, not really. Why? Can we go to the bins? So we went to the bins, and when we were there, I went ahead and took advantage of going back into Goodwill, because when we were there Saturday, I left some items behind that were just haunting me, guys. I kept thinking about them. I was just so upset that I'd left them behind. And then at Knickknacks, I kept seeing them way more expensive than Goodwill had them. They were all over Knickknacks. And I was like, oh, you moron, I cannot believe you left them. So when we went to the bins, I took advantage and went into the store and looked for them, hoping I could find them. And I did. I found them. So I have a whole bunch of crap to show y'all. And before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and insert the videos of the shopping so y'all can shop with me a little bit. And then we'll come back and do the haul. You guys, I got so excited when I saw this because I had it and I was wondering if it had the thermos in it, and it doesn't sound like it, but the thermos is inside the curio included in price. So I'm like, yeah, how much? Are you insane? Oh, but the nostalgia, the butterflies, the butterflies. This shade is gorgeous, but I don't think it belongs on this weirdo little pole. Look at this chair. Fluffy. Sneak-a-peekaloo. What they got going on here? Oh, that's sweet. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this pink fluffy explosion. My sister would flip completely out. She loves her some Princess Di. This guy is a lamp, y'all. And I walked in here saying, I hope I don't find any lamps that I just have to have. Ugh. That would be the best thing for my kitty cat shelf. Look at how pretty this dress is. I love this color. It's way too young for me, but oh, so nice. And then look at this two-piece loungy thing. All of this stuff is just $2. This is a 4X. It's too big, but looks so comfy. Look at this little, what is this? Pantsuit? Romper? I'm getting disco vibes. Talk about disco, you guys. Look at this. The color is awesome. Look, look, look. Okay, so at Goodwill I didn't get much. I picked up this thing. I don't need another, well, I actually could use another tree mug, but I didn't need it. All of my mugs have homes. I have not purchased any more mugs that I don't have room for. But I love the metal scrolly of it. Are you kidding me? It goes with everything in here. And I thought it was really pretty. I really liked it. And it was kind of expensive, but I liked the style of it. And I didn't buy much else, so it was $4.99. Look at those teeny tiny itty bitty prices. So I got that. And then when I went back on Monday, this is what I found that I left behind that I had to have. I had to go back and get them, guys. Y'all know I love me some milk glass, but I don't have a use for them right now. But come on, how pretty are these? Little candle thingies. And they're $3.99 each. And every vendor at Knickknacks was selling the pair for $24.99 or each for like $10 and up. I'm like, you fool. You fool. but I got them. So happy. And the pièce de résistance, my first go around at the Goodwill. Look at this mother scratcher. I don't want to blind y'all with the glare. It's this mirrored frame, and it was the most expensive thing, but there was no stinking way I was going to leave it behind. You can't even see the prices on some of these. They're so small. But it was $6.99, and it is gorgeousness, and it's going to go in my bedroom, and I know exactly where and how I'm going to use it there. And that's all I got at Goodwill. At Thrift Town, though, at Thrift Town, I found this guy. Isn't he adorable? He's beautimous and has his little plug. And he was only $2.99. Most of our other piggy banks in the house are pretty dang full. So actually it was time to start another one. Some of them even have quarters sticking out of the little slot. So yeah, it's time to get another one started. And I just thought this one was really cute. And I do now have a place for it. One of the last times I was at Thrift Town, I bought a four fur of these. They were wrapped in tape, and I love them for red wine. I found 2 more. And each one this go around, they were sold separately this go around, and they were 99 cents each. And let me tell you why I decided to get 2 more. I'm clumsy. Now, I've since started using those little glasses for orange juice, for water. I haven't used them for wine yet. But I'm clumsy, and I know using them the way I'm using them, I'm going to break one. Okay? Maybe I'll break 2. And here I'll have a replacement. I'll either have a set of 6, which is amazing, or I'll have a replacement or 2 for when my clumsy butt jacks them up. Then I found this thing. Y'all know I collect this pattern of glassware. And it was $3.99. And I think the tags were red and yellow. One was 50% off, one was 75% off. So this was either 50 or 75% off. So I got that. These were too stinking cute. And I keep seeing this stuff pop up on their shelves because spring is going to be upon us soon. It's these wooden little blocks, and it has a little hanger in the back so you can hang. And there were 3 for $2.99, and I want to take a sneak peek-a-loo at them. Now, y'all know every year I try and plant my herbs. My basil has come back to life somewhat. It was scraggly. My basil is coming back to life. I have some oregano back there, as Marge Simpson says, oregano. And there is no sign in here for oregano, but I do have the thyme, which I just planted some of not too long ago. Sage, which didn't work well for me, but I'm going to try it again. And the basil. So when I'm out there trying to plant my stuff again, wherever I decide to plant them, these are going to hang right under their little pot. I thought those were so stinking neat. I can't wait to put those into play. Okay. I reconfigured my gallery upstairs, not going up the stairs, but upstairs in the hallway. I reconfigured some of that because some of the pictures were dupes. So I needed some black frames. And Walmart, even Walmart, they're too freaking expensive for just the little thin black one. And this is the kind I like. So I grabbed this one. It has some really nice, little nice poem in here. But anywho, it's kind of a nice little insert. But of course I'm going to remove that because I needed the frame. And the frame was $2.99. And then I found this one. Another nice block frame, also for $2.99. So I need 2 more, but I don't want to just buy any old black frame. I want something that I actually feel is going to fill in the space and it's going to look good. The only other thing that I picked up there, and it was as we were leaving, I happened to glance over to a rack and I saw this purpley thing. And I'm like, what is this? Is this a granny duster? This is a whole granny duster, guys. It's zips. It has little flowers on it. A whole duster. And it was yellow tag. So it was either 50 or 75% off of $3.99. So stinking cute. I'm about to throw it in the laundry. I can't wait for it to get cold so I can use that. So the next thing are the few little items that I found at Knickknacks. Found a little pair of earrings. They were just so shiny and so pretty. And I've had this same exact pair of earrings probably my whole dang life. It's not anything you can't get at Walmart or at a Claire's or any little old jewelry stand. But they were there, they were cute, and they were only $1.49. So grab those. This little gem was at a 50% off. A 50% off sale little bin. Here we go again, more mirror. And I like that it has the little twigs on here, and it's kind of a shadow box situation happening, but it's this lovely. They took the tag off, but it was 50% off, and I paid $4 for it because it was $8. So, oh, sorry. So, there's that. Now, little dude didn't find any tools, but he did find a really awesome short Daisy BB gun. We had to have it. Okay, the man had just put it out. There wasn't a tag or anything on it just yet. Lady at the front, they call the vendors if stuff isn't priced or if there's any questions on the things that they're selling. And he happened to be in the building at the time. He was going to price it at $24.99, but apparently he was in the back doing sale tags for his little booth. He said, well, I hadn't priced it yet, but if they're interested, they can have it for $12.99. But that was all of our good finds at Knickknacks. And then I have the bins, the Goodwill bins, and Black Friday. So at the Goodwill bins, I found this thing. I'm gonna spray paint it. I like the shape of it. I'm assuming it's a plant stand. Maybe it had a top on it. I'm not sure. Can't tell you. But I'm gonna use it as a plant stand. This next thing is sticky, so it definitely wasn't somebody's friggin' kitchen because you can feel that grease sticky. I'm gonna have to take some Dawn dish soap and a scrubber to it. But you guys, look. Isn't that cute? Now, y'all know I love these. I love the ones that say faith and love and family and all that. I never seen this one. It was so stinking cute. Now, Ross was selling it for $9.99. Goodwill was trying to sell it for $4.99. Apparently, nobody wanted to buy it either place or didn't want it anymore, so it ended up in the bins. I'll take it. I'll take it for cents. Oh, I sure will. And I got this thing, and it better be for canned goods. It might be for soda. If it's for soda, I'm going to be upset because I don't need it for soda. But I think I've seen these for canned goods where you stack them in there and you pull your canned good and then it just rolls down. Matter of fact, let's try it. Okay, so it is what I thought it was. It is one of these little dispensers for canned goods, and as you remove a canned good, supposed to roll. Supposed to roll. You're supposed to roll. Well, that's good to know that it is what it's for. Because I currently, with all that extra food that we were given, my little neighbors didn't take a lot of the canned goods, so I ended up with an extra, and they don't fit in my cabinet that I have my canned goods in. So I thought for now that would keep. I usually don't have like a hoard of canned goods, but for now that'll work. And maybe it'll work for soda later on. I'm not sure. I think a soda can would fit in there. Who knows? But I like it. Okay. And the only other few things that I picked up there was this adorable little bird. It had a stake in it, a little stick in it, a little stickums in it, but the stickums is gone. But it's okay because I'm just going to nestle him on the edge of a teapot because y'all know I like to put knickknackery in my little house plants, in my potted plants. He was just too cute to leave behind. He's wood. No, he's plaster. He's not glass. He's plaster. So got him. My mom has the big one of these and two small ones. Nostalgia, y'all know how I am. Anything that reminds me of my mama or growing up my childhood home. Do any of you guys have this? I think my mom got hers with green stamps. It's the Liberty Bell. It's a piggy bank. And my mom still has hers filled with pennies, nickels, and dimes from when we were little. So that money's old. I would love to see some of the dates stamped on some of those because I know that change was from us growing up in the 70s. So I would love to see what dates are on there. But the only way you can get the change out is to break it, and we're not going to do that. I don't like the banks you have to break. I don't. I will forever keep them intact. But I saw it and I'm like, oh, how amazed balls. I have to have this. So I grabbed that. Then the only other thing that I picked up at the bins, when I saw it, I knew immediately what it was. But I didn't expect what was in it to be the original. Okay? Do y'all remember me telling you that my grandma, and it's something she taught me that I kept with me forever, had a little container of baking soda on her vanity, and she would use it when she would put on perfume. If it went on too strong, she would dab baking soda on her pulse points or wherever she sprayed it to absorb some of the oil and take some of the honey you sprayed on too much away. So that's something that I've always done. That's something that I learned from my grandma. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, somebody filled the whole thing up with baking soda. That is so pretty. That's what I assumed it was. Well, I grabbed it and I looked on the bottom. It says Lady Primroses Incorporated, Tryst Dusting Silk, 3 ounces, Dallas and London. So this is an actual dusting powder, and it does smell nice. It's light enough and feminine enough that it's not old church lady, but it's mature enough that it's not little schoolgirl either. So I'm going to transfer this nice smelling powder into an old Avon decanter powder dish that I have, and then put my baking soda in here, because I currently have my baking soda in a really small one. But I just loved the look of this. Are you stinking kidding me? Perfect for the vanity in my bedroom. Perfect. Right by my perfumes. Now the only thing that I have to show you guys is the stuff we picked up at Black Friday. Okay, now off the top of my head, I cannot remember if little dude had any luck at Black Friday yesterday for himself, but he did score me something that I'd been looking for, that I'd been needing, and that's a wig. Brand new, still in the netting. Well, I'm not going to say brand new because it's been lingering around in bins of things, but it's the color I had been wanting for my mermaid costume. And he comes around the corner with it and hands it to me, and I was just super excited, because even the cheapest wigs at Walmart are like $10, and I can't find this color. And at Spirit Halloween, they're like friggin' $24.99. I don't think so. It was $2 a day, honey. I got one still in its little netting for $2. So that was an amazing find. I loved this, guys. Look at that. It's a metal tin sign. There were 2, and one was bent all to heck. Is this little colita bent? I think it's little colitas. No, it's good. Isn't that the neatest friggin' thing? Merca, y'all. Merca. Love it. $2. Absolutely love that. I found a box full of these. Now, there were supposed to be 6 of them in the box, and there were 6 in the box, but 2 of them were broken. But 4 are perfectly okay. These hand-blown little hummingbird feeders. I put these out. I do my own sugar syrup. I buy the one at Walmart. I buy the one at Home Depot. I have yet to see one friggin' hummingbird. But I thought those were really pretty for $2. Hex yeah. I found this lovely lavender blanket. It's about to go in the laundry. It's just this striped, it's a thin little throw. Something to throw on your lap or just to cozy up to. It's a full size. Pretty, pretty blanket. And then clothes, guys. Didn't need them, but I'm definitely going to use them. Come in handy to sleep in. I found some little shorts. And they're still new with tag, from a brand called The Drop. And $2 for shorts, not even at thrift stores are you going to find them that price, unless it's 50% off, and they're not going to be new condition. They're not. And then these little turquoise ones. I had these and some orange ones, and little dude liked the blue better. He said orange looked like a crossing guard. Also, same brand, The Drop, still with tags. Just some little elastic sleepy shorts. Thought those were neat. This thing gave me gingerbread vibes, gingerbread men vibes, and you'll see why when I'm talking. You'll see what I'm talking about. At first I thought it was a costume because there's lots of costumes in there right now. But I'm going to use it as a nightshirt. You know, it still has a tag on it. Let me show y'all. Y'all see why I get gingerbread vibes off of it? Doesn't that look like the icing on a gingerbread? But it's this little dress thing, I guess. It goes past your knee. And it has pockets, guys. It has little pockets. Oh my goodness. And I couldn't resist it. It's going to be a sleepy shirt for $2. I'm going around looking like Mrs. Gingerbread. And the next two things I couldn't resist. I'm already thinking costume. Well, 2 definitely costume. 1 I may be able to wear just if I want to feel funky. Let me show you that one. If I am feeling myself, I might go hippie with these. Elastic denim, right? You guys, look at these. Look at that. Look at that. Now, I'm thinking they were part of a costume, like a hippie costume. Because look at that. Can you imagine with some platform shoes? Are you stinking kidding me? It gave me Jedi from Forrest Gump vibes. And they're stretchy, so they'll fit me. I'm like, this would be really, really cute for a costume next year. A hippie costume. I could be Jedi. Get a blonde wig or whatever. Or like I said, if I'm feeling kind of funky, kind of young, kind of cool, I might sport them suckers out to Walmart. I don't know. This, guys, I want to try it on, but I swear I'm going to look like a pregnant penguin. But I want to try it on, and I might try it on with y'all, because y'all know me and my bodily sins. Y'all know my body sins. Y'all know my monster. I don't think y'all would judge me too harshly. Y'all could use the laugh, probably. But it's this. It's called Tipsy Elves. A whole dang mommy costume. There's your peekaboo head and the whole thing is mummified. It's a little jumpsuit. How stinking cute is this? I want to try it on, but I'm telling you, I'm going to look like a pregnant penguin. But $2 for this awesomeness? Come on now. The same with the last thing I'm about to show you. Now, most of these I know are ordered from China. So their sizing is different. They always tell you to upsize if you're going to buy because their sizes are tiny and petite. Well, when I saw this, I'm like, oh, it's going to fit me. It's large enough to fit me. Guys, look at this corset. Okay, when I saw it visually, it looked like it would fit me. Now that I'm actually putting it up against me, I see how big it is. Which would make sense. Because the tag inside, and I just thought it was because of their sizing. You know, they have to size different. The size of this thing is 6XL. And when I looked at it and I thought, oh my gosh, it'll fit my frame. And I looked at the size, I was like, oh, so depressed. 6XL in China, honey, in China. Here, XL, maybe 1X, maybe. But I say all that to say, I wonder if it's going to fit. I may try and squeeze myself into this too. But it's so pretty. It gave me Miss Kitty. What was that? What was that? A cowboy show that Miss Kitty was on? It was one of them, Bonanza or Gunsmoke. It was one of them. It's giving Best Little House in Texas vibes. It's just giving. I really, really like how pretty that is with a lace black full skirt at the bottom, or I don't know. I just think it'd be pretty as a costume. It was just really, really pretty. And for $2, I couldn't leave it behind. Even if it's just the, oh, look at it, it's so nice piece. I couldn't leave it behind, guys. But that is everything. That is everything that we got ourselves into unexpectedly this past weekend in the last few days. It is Tuesday, so I still have a couple more days left in this week to situate the rest of Little Dude's costume, which is going amazing, by the way. His surprise costume, we are so stinking proud of it. He loves it. It's getting a little heavy, but you guys will see very, very soon what the heck I'm talking about. I actually need to get that video together and spliced and edited and saved, because my phone is like, girl, how many videos are you going to make? How many snippets of footage are you going to have up in here? My memory can only take so much, because I have video snippets of the 3 costumes that I'm making. So the rest of this week, I am bound and determined and focused to get his done so that I can focus on mine. Mine are very simple in regards to the prep. Nothing at all like what we've been doing for his. But that's what I'm going to get myself into the rest of this week. And I hope you guys get yourself into wonderful, amazing things this week. I hope you guys are safe and happy and surrounded by good people and good things and good food. I'm hungry, guys. I'm hungry. I need to eat something. I've been up too long. But until my next go around, guys, I love y'all bunches. Bye.